What the heck is an NFT? You probably keep hearing people talking about NFTs. You're like, what the heck is this? Let me explain it to you as simply as I possibly can. An NFT stands for a non fungible token. Let me explain it to you this way. So let's take the Mona Lisa, for example, right? So the Mona Lisa is a painting, right? And that is an actual physical painting. And let's say I, Brian Decker, have the Mona Lisa in my home, okay? Sitting on my wall in my home. Now, the Mona Lisa is the Mona Lisa because it's obviously been certified, right? We know that this Mona Lisa is the actual certified. Why? Because it has an authenticity certificate. This is the real Mona Lisa. So imagine this, there's only one Mona Lisa and only one authenticity certificate for that Mona Lisa. Holding that authenticity certificate, meaning owning that particular Mona Lisa is the correct real Mona Lisa, is what gives that real value, right? Because I could put it on my wall, but if I don't have anything backing it up that's saying this is the actual certificate of authenticity for this one, it's probably worthless. So I would hold that certificate of authenticity, and let's say I decide to put the Mona Lisa up in a museum and let it sit there. Well, what gives me value is that if I want to go sell that Mona Lisa someday, here's the certificate of authenticity, and the Mona Lisa is sitting up there. Lots of people can make copies of my Mona Lisa, they can put it all over, but guess what? They're not worth it. They can even try to repaint the Mona Lisa and put it up. Guess what? Still not worth anything. Why? Because it doesn't have the certificate of authenticity. So think of it this way. An NFT is a certificate of authenticity in the digital world. Best typically described as for digital art. So let's say right now you're seeing a lot of digital art being made. And that digital art is being created. And that digital art that is being created, right? Everybody could see it, right? You can create an awesome image, like 3Loud does it with music, or you got Beeple that makes some incredible 3D renderings, and they put them up there. And I can go on my computer and I can look at it, but guess what? An NFT is that authenticity certificate. And that certificate of authenticity is put on the blockchain. It is tied with a private key to directly own it. And now I am the only person, unless I have that certificate of authenticity, can sell that digital art piece because I have the actual real one. So think of an NFT is that certificate of authenticity, anything in the digital world. The same thing that's gotten popular with Top Shots, right? It's the NBA highlight clips, and somebody is buying that actual moment, and that is certified by the NBA that you own that moment, right? You have the license, the right to own that moment, and it's backed with an NFT token. These things are selling for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And people are like, why the heck are people paying that for it? Why? It's just a newer version of collecting, right? It's no different. And what you have to understand about an NFT, and that is just the kind of the initial application of it. Think of the NFT as this way. Let's say I'm a DJ and I make a beat, right? And I make a super dope beat. And I put that beat out there and it's tied to an NFT, meaning a certificate of authenticity. Through the blockchain, now let's say I put that beat out there and I put it out to public use. And now I have all these guys that want to use my beat and mix my beat in. Well, guess what? Every time, because the blockchain can track everything, every time, let's say John Smith wants to use Brian Decker's DJ's original beat, guess what? When that plays, when he does that, guess what happens? It's got to pay Brian Decker some money. It's the most brilliant way of royalty tracking and preventing piracy, right? Another way obviously with NFTs that's going to be super, super popular is imagine if somebody comes up with not just something visual, right? Or a music related, but let's say somebody comes up with something in terms of a meme or some type of animated or some type of a emotional saying that everybody uses. You have an NFT, they're going to be able to track the royalties and the payments for that directly to that person that owns that NFT. So the best way you can think of it is just because you can view something or you can hear something, an NFT is the digital tokenized ownership of that certificate of authenticity. And it is this is just the beginning. And yes, I think could be a bubble in it. People are paying millions of dollars for some of these NFTs. I strongly should check them out. Where I like is Nifty Gateway is a really good one. Rarible is a good one to look up, and check them out because it really will be the next wave of digital art as well as monetization into anything into the creative space. So hope that helped you understand what an NFT was.